flying squirrels. We have a playoff game here, and it means something to everyone in the city. And so I felt the emotions, and I was just swinging. And you know what? The door was open. Anybody could have walked in and interrupted me and discussed this with me. And you know what? He's a keyboard warrior.
All right, let's go to the audio. Let's go to the audio which ignited this squabble.
I'm just waiting for their play-by-play guys to come here so I can start making fun of them. They're probably overweight with double chins and losing their hair, right? We've got Trey Wilson. That's a gorgeous man. He's a big guy. And Blaine McCormick, one of the best smiles in baseball. I mean, we could take their play-by-play guys on 2-2 in basketball, baseball, and football, and I guarantee it'd be a victory. And then if you want to take a step back and say, hey, how about we have the CEOs go head-to-head? You know, I'm taking Party every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
So he started talking smack about the play-by-play guys, and the play-by-play
UK
guy
that he claims to fucking be
opposing
wrong.
team got upset.
You know, Libra does not define, I do not define my country or culture or anything. This is where people get mistaken. This is the problem here. Just because somebody is something, you cannot say that everybody is like that. There are so many fucking perverted people in here. Fucking, can you say that all, it's just how America can be defined, or Americans can be defined based on one fucking dumb fuck who fucking showed up as a speaker. So why do people do that with me? Don't do that. You don't know that. I fucking don't even talk. Look at, if I'm an Indian, right? According to you. Is there any Indian who's not up to down? Is there any Indian in here in the fucking space? And they're not here. So, occasionally, one or two maybe here and there, based on the fucking name or whatever I can see. I don't know how many people exactly. I need to scroll down and see. Wait a minute. Who are these people, bro? Alright. I don't know. No Indians from what I can see. So again, so do not actually confuse other Indians, because Indians don't like me either on social media. They talk shit about me all the time. Reptile, you know that, right? Most of the Indians fucking hate me, man. They fucking talk shit. They say that he's not a good example of India. I say, exactly, I'm not representing fucking India in here. So why do you come here and say that you're not a good example of an Indian?
I understand that. Why did he take the first shot? What triggered it? Were they losing the game or something?
If you say, let's say as you do when you go, well, they're the Bears. It's the same. It's kind of the same thing. Yeah, but he took
I never claimed that I have.
He just ran everything. He's showing up here. And he's jockeying his own, I guess, his colleagues, saying they're handsome play-by-play guys.
Why do people actually label themselves with the shit?
He went up and lit the fuse. So
can you run for president? Because, like, how did you?
I didn't know it was going to be a radio war. That's the thing. I was just doing my show, being entertaining, hyping the crowd. I was putting myself into the audience, the shoes of the audience members who were going to the game and saw that Erie beat the crap out of the Squirrels last year. And this is a rivalry. And this is the playoffs. We're not talking regular baseball. We're talking playoff baseball here. So I was getting fired up. I got into it.
Right, but this will be like Dave Jagler, talking smack about the Phillies play-by-play guy.
That's not true, because
that's basically what you're
A1's a radio show host.
That's what I'm saying. But
he's paid to give his
opinion. My point is, he wanted to start this.
Do you have an offer to Greg Gagne? Like, what's going on next? What's the next step?
I've offered him to come on my show. My DMs are open. You can tweet me. He can come on. I've got 3 hours. I was talking to Michael Phillips after the game. He's going to break it down on his show, coming up right at 10 a.m. It's the biggest local story in town here, because the Squirrels lost the game last night, so we've got to just destroy Erie all day.
All right, so hold on.
For president either, even if I was born here.
So
I was not born here.
He didn't know what to talk about, so he just decided to trash the Erie and the other team, right? He was just killing time.
Hey, who's your CEO that's so money?
Party with the pants. But I mean, he's the biggest guy in town. Everybody loves him.
Harney, what's his
I thought our CEO was David Fields.
Is that his first name?
Harney is the CEO and owner of
Of the
Sport,
team.
and he's a big advertiser on 910 The Fan, so he basically runs the radio station.
Even B-Mitch is giving a thumbs up.
Harney's a big silly. I was unaware. I didn't realize his reach.
Right.
So do you think there's going to be? Do you think there's
beat their CEO up in a boxing match.
What about you? Yeah, what would you do?
Would you put your grip?
Would Gandhi just pummel you into the ground?
I think it's funny. A-Rod's making fun of his double chins.
Right.
He has double chins.
I know, you got terrible skin, you're chubby.
No, I have a face for radio. That's fine. But these play-by-play guys, they think they're so good. They honestly, every play-by-play guy in the country, they think they're on the team. That's why they think they deserve a ring. I'm over here giving opinions for 3 hours every day, not just calling balls and strikes.
By the way, Carney is stepping down as CEO on September 30th.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he's not stepping down. He's taking a step back to make sure that we get a new ballpark here in Richmond. That's a big topic. We need a new ballpark.
That ballpark isn't dumb. Hey, no, but I offered Bruce on the air multiple times. I said, I'll box you, and whoever loses, Bruce Allen. I would retire. Yeah.
When you say Bruce, I immediately think Bruce Allen.
No, I offer to fight Bruce, and then whoever loses has to retire, right?
That's a great bit. Great bit, Adam.
Would you do that?
I would offer him to come on my show and try to convince me that Erie, Pennsylvania is not just a piece of dump.
He's avoiding the physical part of it.
Nobody likes anything about that area. It's a dump. Who wants to call baseball games in the middle of nowhere?
All right, Adam, what's going on in your show today?
It's just unwarranted.
Promote your show. We got 20 seconds left. Noon. What's up?
Noon to 3 will be breaking down the Commanders against the Bills. Look, here's the thing. I'm going to talk myself into a victory because Josh Allen has looked garbage this season. He's throwing interceptions. I think our defensive line...
He just completed his first 13 passes.
Coming up next, it's B-Mitch and Finley.
Who's he talking to?
On the fan.
From Laurel to Columbia, we're in Indianapolis. You can now hear 106 of the Fan on 95.5 HD2.
Just tune in 95.5 and hit the HD radio button on your car radio for better coverage in Prince George's, Anne Arundel, and Charles counties.
CBS Eye on Veterans, presented by University of Maryland Global Campus. Before she was a WWE Pro Wrestling superstar, Lacey Evans was a United States Marine.
Cowboys, everybody, they just want...
No, he's definitely a plan. 100%.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Any sort of interaction we have, this fucking guy comes in, he's like, and has some fucking thing to say.
We're the only reasonable people on either side. That's it.
She was up for any.
So we did.
This boomer is annoying me.
Both sides, dude.
Yeah, fuck this boomer.
Cowboys, everybody, they just want...
No, he's definitely a plan. 100%.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Any sort of interaction we have,
We're the...
For CBS News.
Let our dedicated military and veteran advisors help find the right path toward the degree you need for the career you want. University of Maryland Global Campus. Visit us at our virtual advising rooms at umgc.edu/virtual advising. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
106.7.
The fan standing.
This crowd is back into 106.7. The Fan.
In 1977, in Johannesburg, South Africa, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. By the age of 9, he was already outplaying him. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European Pro Golf Tours? 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the Open Championship once and the US Open Championship twice? 1 in 780 million. The odds of this professional golfer having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 110. Ernie Els encourages you to learn the signs of autism at autismspeaks.org. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Welcome to the Continental.
From the world of John Wick comes a Peacock original 3-part event that takes us back to 1970s New York. The Continental. This institution wields power beyond your imagination.
destination. Let's take this house and everything that comes with it. The Continental, from the world of John Wick, streaming now. And away we go. Only on Peacock.
As a roofer, I've got a million things to do, and that's a million things that need to be done right. That's why I partner with Beacon. The team at Beacon makes sure my materials are delivered accurately and on time. And the Beacon Pro Plus app makes ordering the brands I depend on, like Certainty Landmark Pro, easier than ever. I rely on Beacon because I never stop building, and neither do they. Now through November, purchase Certainty through Beacon Pro Plus and earn up to $750. Beacon, always building.
Has your outdoor living space been through a lot this year? Well, it's the perfect time to have Long Fence come freshen things up. Right now, Long Fence is offering 25% off all fences, decks, and pavers. For nearly 80 years, we've built our name on quality and dependability, and we're dedicated to providing not only superior products and performance, but also great deals, like 25% off all fences, decks, and pavers. Find out more at longfence.com.
For home digging projects, there's do-it-yourself or hire it out. Either way, it's crucial to contact
friendly,
utility before
and it's been up from the heart.
costly and dangerous utility strikes in your yard. So for tree planting, gardening, fence and mailbox installation, and more, whether it's you or your contractor, confirm that whoever is digging visits missutility.net or calls 811. Before you dig, every dig, it's the law.
During Chevy truck season, it's go big or go home and take it from your pal Cakes. Lindsay Chevy is going big. Heavy and light duty Silverados, Lindsay's got them. Score silly 0% financing or choose 3.9% for 72 months. Plus,
It should be an
Equinox,
open
Traverse,
slab
and Trailblazer now with super low 2.9%.
Realistically, let's get
and
open.
full-size Suburbans, Tahoes, Camaros, and Corvettes arriving daily. Lindsay pushes trade
Speak
values
respect,
to
because they're on a different time zone than us.
You'll love it at Lindsay.
I know.
Find new roads.
I know. Hey, Jackson, how you doing tonight? Go ahead and jump on in here.
Thankfully, are much simpler.
I'm good.
Like
I
shopping
just
through as one check.
wanted
There
to
are
tell
no overdraft
Lee
fees.
I love
Lots of
her
practical
accent.
and
It's awesome. That's all.
Grow. We'll upgrade your perks
Oh,
automatically.
thank you.
Truest
And I don't think
one simple choice.
we're definitely rough around the edges as well. So don't sell yourself short. I'm just saying.
We fix everything with a little bit of wire fencing, you know. We'll just wrap some wire fencing around it or duct tape, you know. That's what we're like. Really rough around the edges. But, you know, we've got that can do attitude, and we grew up around, a lot of us have grown up around a lot of islanders and cultured people. So we have that more, that's harder attitude when it comes to a lot of things. So if we were growing up in like Europe or something, we would be vastly different here, I think.
Yeah, they seem more like formal. If that makes sense. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I love listening to y'all. Obviously, respect Nikki's requests for the language or whatever, but together we are one. When we go one, we go all. So, I love y'all. And we're happy. I want everyone.
I'm 100%. I'm 100% free speech and everything. It's I have a hot room today, and I got a hot room. Now, wait a minute.
Did you see what Winter Soldier did?
I've been telling you for years, scoring a new ride from
Winter Soldier was a pull out the wallet.
And I don't know who's in here.
The sky's falling during an emergency. Epidemic.
Yeah, my guy Anthony Woods is paying you all the money.
So I just don't want to lose the basement.
They'll give you free oil changes.
Yeah, the ad tax. Because it's the election.
Absolutely a good way just for everyone to drop the bombs they need to drop. But I keep seeing BZ throw his hand up and down. Hello BZ, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. I saw my friend Alpha in here, but I have a feeling that he's sleeping. That's why I popped in.
To get rid of all your aerosol sprays.
But he caused
with eco-friendly options.
the bully to single people out.
Yes, I would be one of those individuals. I would center.
He tear down the entire buildings on Washington D.C. All the architects, the high-rise
Right
architects.
on some issues and some kind of left on
And
some
then
issues.
Dr. Who went over there and said he's landlord. When people started evacuating, they evacuated their jobs. I can't even work in D.C. anymore because of this.
With you anytime about anything, and that's what I want.
Clients with assets depend on their divorce.
They won't even let me do dishes at
That's why it's so important
the coffee shop, a coffee break.
Offices in Fairfax, Virginia and Frederick, Maryland. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's attorneys. Online at CordellCordell.com. Paid for by Cordell &
And
Cordell.
when I applied to that job, they all interned me again.
Daily commutes and who knows how many.
We ain't there yet.
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride.
Every time I'm in D.C. applying to job, they intern me.
22 million parts to keep it running. And with
They can't afford it.
They'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices,
And they cannot agree to minimum wage. They said that's a different system.
your ride or die alive. And even
5 followers out of that room. Okay?
1067.
She gave 5 people's respect out of that room. And
1067 The Fan. Live from the LindsayCars.com studios in the nation's capital. WJFK-FM and HD1 Manassas. And WPGC HD2 Morningside. Your flagship home of the Washington Nationals. We're going to drive it deep to right payback.
now they're following her around. You know if there's 5 people. 5 people.
All day. Sports Radio 1067 The Fan. And always live.
They're following her around. You know if there's 5 people. 5 people.
Best behavior, boy. The Sports Junkies on 1067 The Fan. And the Odyssey app.
He couldn't even save himself. Liz couldn't even save herself.
Biden says, I'm not running. Trump says, I'm not running. Let's a newer generation of people come in. Because I've never seen the country, this divided. I've voted Republican longer than some people in this room have been alive. I don't certainly identify with, the bulk of the Republican Party anymore. It's gone. It's just not something I can identify with, but I can't bring myself to vote for Joe Biden. So I don't know what I'm going to do, and there's tens of millions of people who are in the same boat as I am.
Well, easy, I just followed you, and I'll tell you why. Because you came in here, and you're calm, you're cool, and collected, and you know what, I respect that, and I respect your view. And right now, it's not about anything. We need to be united, and I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you being open and honest and being talked about it. And you're not here, this is what we need to be united, and I followed you because of that. And
I followed you back, and I'll finish with this. Alpha comes from a law enforcement background. I come from a background in work in cooperative criminal justice courts for many years. I was a prosecutor, and so I don't like the trajectory that the country is going in right now. But I don't like what the alternative is, to be very frank with you. I liked the first 4 years of the Trump administration. I did not like the last 4 months of the Trump administration. So I don't know what's going to happen, right? You have what is perceived by some to be weaponization of the Department of Justice. I don't agree with that, but I can understand how it's being perceived. And on the other side, you have people wanting a second Trump term, in which he's promising weaponization of the Department of Justice. I don't know what's going to happen, and it's not a good mental place, right? I met a very good friend on here who unfortunately committed suicide in June. There's some outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. Very, very right-wing, yet the most amazing accent on the face of the earth. Just beautiful North Carolina accent. And I met with him several times. We became really good friends, and he legitimately ended his life because he couldn't take the downward spiral of society, right? He didn't want to raise kids, and he was 38 years old. He didn't want to raise kids in this society, the over-sexualization of children, which I understand. And
what, behind Starship?
so I wonder sometimes, how many more people feel like that, like just destitute and hopeless, when they could just jump on a space like this, right? And find people that are telling you.
He doesn't really like to shift blame.
That's not Starship.
Not far left, not far right.
Focus on Sam Howell, we'll be talking about it throughout, and the offensive line. Maybe sprinkle in some Antonio Gibson with his fumble. There were 5 turnovers.
Raise hands right now out of respect out of the room. Let me get to these hands because they're all waiting to talk, and I don't want their hands to fall off, so give me just a second, okay?
Now, they only had 16 points.
Go ahead, Leo, Grizz, and Kiwi.
Defense gave up almost 400 yards.
So, BZ, I do understand exactly where you're coming from with
Josh Allen, the Josh Allen is special. They converted 9 of 15.
When it comes to Trump. But one of the things I wanted to kind of...
So, I think he's going to...
I don't have it all together right now. It's something I put aside because the main reason I did it was just to kind of keep an eye for a little bit on these judges that were appointed under the Trump administration. One of the departments he's going to go after is the DOJ, and he's going to clean it up. And
are you talking about
what he's probably going to try to do is follow the same thing he did with the judges he appointed and look for constitutional bearing in the people that he reappoints to the DOJ once he does have it cleaned out. Because that's the main thing that we have in basically all the branches of government. Sometimes even the justice is out of line because of not following what the Constitution's already put forth. Thus, you had some recent changes that have occurred. I understand the turmoil that would bring, and I agree with you on that. It will, but also agreeing with you don't like the current trajectory. The current trajectory is set so far forward into motion, and they're attempting to move so rapidly that there's almost no really other way to kind of do this. Unprecedented times call for unprecedented measures, unfortunately. And if you look back in our past, not all of those unprecedented measures have actually caused an internal conflict of the kind that we don't want. So that's where I'll park my UFO on the cloud over here to the left.
We all know Jedi.
Yeah, after everyone is done, I'd like to respond when it's my turn again to make that comment.
Yes. All that thought. Grizzly, go ahead.
I'm just gonna bow out. I just got the call. I get to meet Grandpa again here today, so I'm gonna bow out and listen and get to enjoy this. So this is what it's about. This is the children, just got tears in my eyes. He doesn't message me and goes going into labor. So this is what it's about. Love you all.
Congratulations, Grizzly. Congratulations, Grizzly. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, be safe, Kiwi.
Congrats, Grizz. Enjoy it. Great.
So, I mean, they were just pinning their ears back and going after him.
Being a grandparent is friggin' amazing. My oldest one's just 2 now.
So, I don't know. I think the key will be how do they...
I also know somebody from this app that took their life about a similar time. Was a DJ, like go to casinos, so on. I know a few that have taken their lives over the last few years. It's quite heartbreaking. I want to remind every American right now that your next elections, America doesn't rely on those elections to be right. All the world is actually relying on the American elections, to be honest. If we don't get this right in America, it's going to hurt us outside in America. So we've got to be mindful there. So when you go into your elections between now and then, just keep that in your thought, that your election is a dependent election for freedom around the world.
it's a heavy thing to put on America, but this is just the way it's been crafted with all these agencies, the alphabet agencies involved. Trump is an essential for the next 4 years. It's not about voting him in or out anymore. He is going to be the essential thing for the next 4 years. Again, this isn't
because Mexico used
solely about America anymore in the next election.
And your pre-trial to ever heard and Johnny Depp.
4-5-1. And then yesterday, 16 dropbacks.
And they did the Dog by Hunter and whoever else.
Yeah, they want to and Robinson was running the ball.
And they got flying saucer. So now it's international. They display there.
Maybe I'm a minority.
It's been international.
Because he is the only one that was pushing back on.
They went against the Americans, against the Constitution.
They weren't down that much.
No, maybe they were just always kind of. I don't know. I always had a little bit partial at passing.
Well, yeah, I think all of us are. But when it's 5-1, 4-1, well, remember, maybe it's a little excessive.
That first drive was
and BZ. People like you are going to absolutely be critical. You know why? Because you're the one that we can sit down at the table with and start building bridges between the left and the right. So you are going to be a very critical part of infrastructure.
Nice runs from Robinson. He had some nice throws. But then, like you
said, and people like you, so thank you for being in this room. It's much appreciated.
He's just got to know it's not so easy to
walk, exit, and then we're going to go back to
every time he dropped back, he was also
that wasn't the
these discussions. Get real quick on that subject. So walk, Texan, easy, and bylaws.
That's a culture. They're international. Atlantic is international. Hawaii, international. Pacific is international. Mexico, international. Puerto Rico, international.
Well, can you hear? Did you?
I picked Buffalo to win, but I thought we could be competitive and maybe steal one, and it just
He was just going to say how Trump bought I'm here.
Okay,
Just landed like God damn. Come on. Come on, guys.
Ese, yo le dije,
He's going to struggle like most young
You're next, Paul. You're up right now. Then it's Texan and then BZ and then
defense.
Alright, so we got to understand is Trump. We need this guy. This guy here leads the world. He leads us here. This guy here welcomes us to the Great Awakening. Yeah? Okay? That's the first thing. Everyone needs to get on board with. That's the very first thing.
Obviously, Josh Allen.
Now, my friend Kiwi,
James Cook has kind of added a different element to that.
He averaged 6.5 a pop.
Great goal.
He can move. So
before is correct. We gotta wake up. Stop this and that and whatever. So, anyone here that wants to challenge me, bring it forward. Bring it. Bring it, please, because I'm so Trump, so wide awake.
And connect with the receiver. He had another one where he got out of the pocket, makes a great throw to Stephon Diggs. Play downfield.
Yeah, we're going to Texan. Texan, go ahead.
Right.
Yeah, this is a team that punted one time. They punted on against the Jets.
Are you an attorney?
In the last 2 weeks,
I'm a retired attorney, yes.
and
May I ask you a question? Not legal advice, just